Android Automotive Power Management exists because vehicles do not behave like personal devices. A car can remain unused for days or weeks, yet must wake instantly when the driver returns. Battery drain while parked is unacceptable. At the same time, safety-critical functions must be available immediately on wake-up. Android Automotive OS is therefore designed around vehicle-controlled power, not user activity. Power decisions are made outside Android by the vehicle power controller. Android only responds to explicit instructions. This design ensures that Android failures never compromise vehicle safety or battery health. In Android Automotive, the vehicle is the power authority. A dedicated power controller, typically a vehicle MCU, monitors ignition, door state, charging status, battery voltage, and safety signals. Based on these inputs, the vehicle decides when the application processor should start, suspend, or shut down. Android does not directly manage physical power rails. Communication happens through the vehicle VHAL. This separation is intentional. It ensures Android is treated as a replaceable software component, not a safety-critical controller. A subtle but critical detail is this: Android must acknowledge every power state request. Failure to respond can result in forced power cut by the vehicle. Android Automotive defines explicit system power states to align with vehicle behavior. These include on, suspend, hibernation, and shutdown. Suspend keeps memory powered for fast resume. Hibernation saves memory to storage and powers off RAM. Shutdown fully powers off the system. The vehicle chooses which state to request based on usage patterns and battery constraints. Not all vehicles support all states. Android is designed to operate correctly even if only a subset is implemented. This flexibility is required to support different OEM hardware strategies and boot time targets. Power management in automotive is not only about system state transitions. It also includes selective enablement of system components. Android Automotive introduces power policies, which define what components are allowed to run in a given scenario. Display, audio, connectivity, input, and sensors can be independently controlled. This allows Android to remain logically on while appearing off to the user. This capability is essential for background maintenance, fast resume, and compliance with vehicle battery constraints. This concept does not exist in mobile Android and is a core architectural difference. Another core requirement covered in Android Automotive Power Design is maintenance while parked. Vehicles do not have natural idle windows like phones. To address this, Android introduces controlled maintenance phases such as garage mode. During this phase, Android remains powered without user interaction, allowing idle constrained jobs to run. This includes OTA updates, diagnostics, and cleanup tasks. These modes are always vehicle-initiated and time-bounded to protect the battery. Power management, therefore, directly influences update reliability and long-term system health. Fast startup is another explicit goal of Android Automotive Power Architecture. Rear camera, audio routing, and essential UI surfaces must become available quickly after wake-up. Android supports optimized boot and resume paths where critical services start earlier than the full framework. Power state choice directly impacts boot time. Suspend and hibernation allow warm resume while full shutdown requires cold boot. OEMs must balance battery usage against user experience when selecting power strategies. In summary, Android Automotive Power Management is a vehicle-first design. The vehicle controls when Android runs. Android defines how it behaves within those constraints. Explicit power states, power policies, maintenance modes, and boot optimizations work together to deliver safety, battery protection, and user experience. Every deeper topic, including power policy, boot flow, and source code behavior, builds on these foundational principles.